Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Traders Frontiers. I'm your host, Colorfade. It's episode 12. Our captain is still level 18, but he's moving on up. It's not going to be long before we get to 19. We have a cargo bay full of Cloxian medical bays, and we are ready to go drop those off. Now, there are two places down here. We have an alliance with Javet, the Maklum Nuedu, and the Zenrin, so our trade permit works. So we're going to go down to Dark Cluster, to this luxury pop Javet system with 5 trade law, and we're gonna go drop those off, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna go drop some more off, and it should be a fun time. We should be able to make some money, which should be great, because like I said, what we really need is about 6 million credits to get the end game ship. And it's just because it's in such a poor configuration when you first buy it. And to give you an idea what it is, oh, well, upgrade ship, buy ship. We have to get a, they don't have new hulls there. Actually, you know what? We're going to have a discussion about that here at the beginning, because Candrass does. Candrass is a place where you want to do this. New ship requires military rank. Okay, before we can even do any of that, then let's go down here and get military rank. It's going to waste a little bit of time here, and I want to make use of every second that this trade alliance is happening, which is why I'm going to ignore all story beats between now and then. But you need military rank, so promote rank. Promote. We're just going to bump this up a little bit because it's cheap. It's 1, 2, 3, 4,000. That puts us there. We're going to go back up to Candrass. Candrass and this one, Glensanda. Oh, and this one down here, both of these. All three of those systems have really good starports for doing this. Oh no, this one doesn't. I'm wrong. It's just Glensanda and the one we were at. I should have just stopped there. But we're going to go take a look because I want to explain a little bit about this. So new ship, we're going to come down in here and buy this sucker at the end of the list. The Sword Battlecruiser. Now, the very first few times I went through the game, I bought the Catella Titan because it's a little cheaper. And I was swayed by its 2,700 hull compared to 2,100. That's 600 more points of hull, which is 600 more points of that red bar line that gets smacked around when people are shooting at you. But later on, I figured out that the best thing to do is not get hit in the first place. So it's better to buy the Sword Battlecruiser because it has 32 total components compared to 31. And it has 14 small components compared to 12, which, as you all know, means more defense pattern matrix and more pilot assist modules. So this is the bad boy. It's 2.2 million just to buy it, and unfortunately, then it's just not ideally set up. This is a bad setup. We could get in there, and with our crew, we'd be 200 on over everything, but then we'd have to change all this stuff out. And here's the problem: is it takes weeks at a time to change some of these components out. Some of these components take like 15 weeks to change. So it's better to have enough money so that you can come in here and buy the ship and then queue up the changes to all these components. And then while it's in dry dock, you're flying off with your current ship and still doing missions and making money. And then in a year and a half, it's ready to go. So that's the plan for right now. And what I'm going to try to do while this trade alliance is on with Javet, Maklum Nue, Zenrin is not worry about story missions and not really worry about patrolling, which is why, by the way, see, here we go. Cha-ching. This is going to violate the galactic trade ban between Javet and Kadar Syndicate. That's okay. I don't care. We're going to take a huge penalty. That's fine. That's okay, because the most important thing is that we make this money. All we want to do right now is deal with these trades. So we go back up here, rare trade goods. We look at our team. Actually, we can filter it down to our team of reds. We can say we just use hers, so hers aren't ready for 2 years. He's got some ready to go, and we have 10 rep with him. So let's go do him next. And so this is why we don't need like the full 6 million to buy that ship and upgrade it, because what we're really going to do is, I mean, it'd be nice to have all of it. It'd be nice to do all the upgrades in one fell swoop, but we're still going to have to go fly around in our current ship for a little while. So it's totally okay to do like half of the upgrades, the really important ones, or 2/3 of the upgrades, and then come get the ship, take it out of dry dock, sell this one back, and then finish the upgrades kind of piecemeal from there. And that's something else that I have a tendency to do over time. So we'll see which way we can do it. I've always wanted to be able to just buy it and do all the upgrades at one time, but that's a lot of money. But with this trade alliance, we may actually be able to do it this time, which would be really cool. So actually, I don't think I need to bribe Zen when I think we're protected by a trade permit, and I'm just not paying as close of attention as I need to. Spice Trader, rare trade goods. Okay, available now. Cartal Exalted. Excellent. So purchase all of those. And then the other place we can drop them off is in the Hyperion Loop at... There's a job at Tradeway right there. So that is the one you want to go to. And then we'll come back and we'll do the one at Clan Maklum Nue all the way over in Mono Fisher, and then we'll start the whole process all over again. So this is a very exciting time for us. Very exciting time to potentially make just a horde of money. Oh, and there's a smuggler. So we're still going to have to do some fighting. Some fighty-bitey. And which is great because we need to keep acquiring intelligence, because as we said last episode, there were 2 new Cloxian Medical Bay contacts that we're going to have no rep with, so we want to be able to buy from them. And remember, if we can't immediately sell back to one of these Java places, there is also the Clan Maklum Nue location way over by Gagas Pass, where we can also, it's a luxury pop one, where we can also sell Cloxian Medical. So that gives us 4 locations where we can sell Cloxian Medical Bays and make some cashola. I like that. We got 4 locations to sell, and we got 5 buyers. So making enough money to buy the next ship up, we should be good. Let's do this. Reactor lockdown and start frying. Look, he's got all those debuffs over there, and he's like, I'm gonna solace in battle. I gotta get rid of some of these debuffs. Yeah, you do, but it's not gonna be easy for you. Alright, let's start boarding. Oh yeah, fire one at a time. That's totally fine. How many shields he's got? 22? I'm just going to fire that. He's going to broadside because he's trying really hard to get us. It's not going to work out. Oh, that is such a pretty picture. All that health knocked down. Alright. And if you periodically hear like the sound skip or something like that, it's just me pausing the recording because I'm still dealing with this stupid COVID cough like 4 months later. It's the worst. I knew it was going to affect me that way because I get bronchitis really easy. So that was one of the main reasons I tried so hard to avoid it. Let's do that one and try to take out their captain. Oh, didn't work. Okay. We don't really want to shoot him twice. Let's just protect ourselves. We can shoot him once and board like 2 more times. Oh, but we won't have to because the captain's here. You're gonna shoot me, Captain? I don't think so. I'm gonna drop your guy right there. He's gonna drop you. Oh, I thought he was gonna kill you. Well then. It's all over, but the crying. Keep throwing those indies at me. I don't have to do anything. We got the engine there at the same time as the captain, which happens on a previous episode too, so that's pretty funny. Rough interrogation. Take their fuel. We can't take their cargo. No battle damage repair needed. We're going to destroy them. Orchestrated salvage for 47, which is very nice. And we're on our way. Cadrino Chaos. Alright, and there it is. Tradeway. That'll net us another 500,000. Sell cargo. Cha-ching. It's at a D rating. Ooh. It's only 100k total profit. It says 420 here, though. So which is true? Sell. 425. Okay. I'll take that. It's not awesome, but... Let's go back to... She's still a year and 41 weeks away. We just used him. He's 18 weeks, 5 days cooldown. Sure. He may be ready by the time we get back. I think he was at 36 weeks cooldown before. That would be cool. Very neat. Let's see. What did we learn here? Anything interesting? Okay. For a second there, I thought something happened. Like maybe we lost a crew member. I was like, why would anybody be leaving this boat right now? We're doing really well. Oh, let's check this guy. Where is he now? 11 weeks. Let's not worry about him then. Let's go to the next closest person. We don't have any reputation with her, but she buys intel, which is the important thing. So, and we really should check that mission. How long has it got? 6 years? Okay. That mission started out at 11 years. It's got 6 left. Smuggler. Excellent. So you have rare trade goods, but we need to sell you some intel records. Oh my goodness. It's awesome having that much intel to just sell. That gives you 24. Give me your rare trade goods. Available now. Cartel. 26 weeks. Great. Purchase. Okay, let's go to this place, Minerva's Ring. This is our original favorite place to go. Stop here though. So the Iridentoline or whatever, it's really hard for me to pronounce because of the way it's spelled, but I always call it like Iridentoline. That's not what it is. It is the next trade good that it's the last of the trade goods to unveil itself, and it's the most expensive and creates the most profit. But we haven't discovered it yet. It hasn't been unveiled to us. The contacts that have it haven't unveiled themselves. So every time we land in the herb zone, you have a chance, thanks to the talents of our E-techs, to unravel a new contact, to unveil a new contact. And that's always good. Like you'll see when we get down here. Let's see what it looks like. We're gonna land to get gas, and it didn't happen. It's got a special icon that makes it kind of easy to see. An explorer, Alta Mesa. We need to go do some faction with you. There's some patrolling that's going to have to be done before and after all of this, but we did as much as we could before, and our captain now is going to be... He's up to level 20. He made 2 levels. Oh, that's... I'm not sure that's exactly his levels there. Exoscout, Soldier, Xeno Hunter. Okay, get that up. So our captain is now level 19. Cool. And he made two points that he could put in the job, so. Here it is, Minerva's Ring. Minerva's Ring. And we'll drop this off for a B grade for a total of 593. So now We go all the way back to Mono Fisher, to one of these people. Hers is 1 year and 22 days. Hers is 15 weeks and 2 days. His will be ready. His is ready now. So let's head back and see him. This system stinks. I used to think Infinite Helix was bad, but at least there's planets along the way to stop at. But this one, this just stinks. They're all stuck in the corner. It's like, yuck. Yucky. But that's up to 3.2 million. So it's really a question of where can we drop off the next group of prophets at? Can we go back to here? Can we go back to Dark Cluster and drop it off there, or are we going to be told that it's not been enough time has passed? And we're going to have a poor exchange rate. That's what we don't know yet, so. That's what we have to find out. Because if we go over there and the exchange rate is bad, or we got like an F grade or something and we can't make any profit, then what we'll do is we'll have to fly all the way out to Gaga Pass. Because this trade alliance that's going on between us and Javet and Zenrin, it won't last. Smuggler Prince. So we got -2 rep with him, but he has rare trade goods. And unfortunately for him, there's no selling. You have to do missions for this guy. That's the unfortunate thing. Advanced Electronics, Drinkable Reserve, Spice Horde. Yeah, I'm not messing with that guy. So he doesn't really count. Let's see which one he is. He's this guy, 4 AU. We're going to take him off the list because you can't sell him intel. See, he almost doesn't count. And then if we want to take a look, where are we doing? How are we looking? 5. These are still the Privia Bloom people, so they don't. We haven't got the Iridental one yet. So, still waiting on that. Mock, I don't need to do anything. So I should be paying more attention to what's happening over here when we land on these systems to see if these contacts show up. Because if we go to this, see, it still is. Learned of a Zenrin weapon smuggler, so it's that icon right there. Weapon smuggler, nice, but it's not a person with rare trade goods, so. She's a military commander, it's not her. It's him, spice trader. We can sell him some more intel records, because I'm going to sell him the expired conflicts first, because it's important to keep his rep up, so we can do this. Buy them all. Go over here. Say, Dark Cluster, give us the Clan Javet luxury population. And we will see if we can go sell those for more profit. Or if not enough time has passed and like, nah, the medical bays you bought us last time are fine. They're still working. Why are you bringing us more? We're not going to pay for these. And I might have to check the Excel spreadsheet because there may actually be another. There's a bunch of Java ones, so I'm sure the Excel spreadsheet would have more places for us to go. Well, and there's also Zenrin too. There's no Lux Pop here, and there's no Tradeway zones here in Brian's Belt where we start the game, so that almost doesn't count. I mean, not almost. It doesn't count. This is not a system we want to. We're just passing through here. It's not a system I would stop and check and say, whoa, are there other options? See, there's Lux Pop over there if we were friends with Thulin, but we're friends, but we're not in a trade alliance and we don't have a trade permit from them. And so that's something to check out because we're now friendly enough to them, plus 26, that we technically could if we could just get a trade permit from them. So sell the cargo. It's a B grade again. So there you go. It's back up to that all the time that. So from the time that it took us to buy the goods, go to Dark Cluster, buy the goods, go to Hyperion Loop, buy the goods, go to Minerva's Ring and come back, this refreshed and it was worthwhile. I do want to check real quickly and see if there's anybody who buys a trade permit for Thulin that's close. She's 2 jumps in the 5th divide. Does she take intel? Nope. Who else does? Dixie Circle. He buys scientific intel. She buys intel, and she's where? Star Valley Fisher. So if we went through Gaga's Pass, we could get one from her. She only sells up to rank 1, though. And Cloxy and Medical Bays are rank 2, I think. So we'll check that out once we go back up here. Actually, all I need to do is hit red. So who do we want to go see? Any of you folks is fine for right now. We'll just get us to the system. And see, we're trading into the trade ban, so Kadar hates us, but that's fine. We can fix that later when we've got our big tanky ship, so I'm not worried about that. But trading into Thulin and having a few Thulin places to drop off medical bays, that was something that's closer than Minerva's Ring. Minerva's Ring is always the first place you can go because Gaga's Pass is even further away. And they're clan mock, and you can get in there, but it's nicer to have other places that are closer. So like that run there, that feels like a short run to me. Okay, who's gonna do it? Yours are 10 weeks away. Yours are available right now. So if we go to Hyperion Loop, that doesn't net us as much profit. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at trade permits among Thulin. She's 1 jump away, but she doesn't buy, and she sells up to rank 4, which is great, but she doesn't buy intel, so you have to do missions to earn it from her. She buys intel, and she's 2 jumps away at Star Valley Fisher, which is on the way to Gaga's Pass. There's Star Valley Fisher, and there's Gaga's Pass. So as far as contacts go, I like trying to sell her some intel. She can only get rank 1, though. What are these? These are permit restricted by rank 3. So we got to get somebody. She doesn't count, and she's not going to be helpful. Somebody who has got rank 3. That's rank 2. He's rank 2. This is 6 at rank 2. Oh, that's military rank. Trade permits up to rank 4, and he buys intel. He buys intel, and where is he at? He's at the Juheti Spiral. So I'm going to put a gold star on him. He's at the Juheti Spiral, which is down here, right there. So if we go to Gaga's Pass, we could run over there and get that from him. Come back through the Elysian Core and hit Farfallen Rim to do that quest. Come back up to Mono Fisher and grab some. And then all the Thulin places close in here would be awake to us as well. Let's go to Gaga's Pass then. Hit this. Let's do that, because buying from that person and getting a trade permit with Thulin would be great. That would help a lot. So you can see why I wanted to be as friendly with as many people as possible before all this happened, before the crunch comes to earn the money to get the next ship. Because right about the time those trade alliances show up, you need to be able to make use of them, in my opinion. Dax Divide. Yeah, because and the thing is, it's just because they just don't last very long, the trade alliances. And the last time I was playing, I was like, oh, I'm going to make use of this trade alliance. And then I think I got a little wrapped up in doing patrolling and doing quests along the way. And next thing I knew, it was over. I was like, oh, man, I wanted to make use of that. Because right now we don't have a trade permit with Java, but we're trading into all these Java systems. Uh-oh, this is ugly. Okay. This is the problem with Serpent's Run. I always have negative reputation in this place, and it makes it really hard to get through this system. See, here's a case where I would like to stop and... Oh, now I have to skip off the void. No, I don't. I can just get out of here. Let's try it. Let's do that without trying to ruin our engine. He's gonna hit me, isn't he? Yep. You rat. That's better than taking 50% damage to your hyper jump. We need skip in case we run into something else. Ride shirt will be a thing that we'll fix after we get the big ship. After we get the big honker. And we won't be coming back through Serpent's Run because we're going to be making a loop in the other direction. So this is good. All right, I'm at 26. I'd like to be at 30. So I'm going to repair that item. I'm going to orbit, and I'm going to try to do just one patrol because of this. You got 3 chances at a couple more points. Yes. And it's Clan Mach one, so we can just say, hey, bye. Awesome. Okay, let's go. That gets us to 32. Very nice. He's going to be like, we're friends. And we are. And we're out of here. Yay, Gaga Pass. Go drop this off, make some more money. That'll put us at 3.6 million. So almost 4 million. Man, we're getting there. Alright, sell that cargo for 593. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Juheti Spiral. And just anywhere in the system. Once we get into the system, then we'll stop and get our gold star guy. We'll go sell him. I'm not surrendering to imprisonment to you guys. I know you think I'm the world's most evil star trader, but you'll change your mind later when I do a bunch of patrolling and fix. I would like to have had them fixed before. Had the reputation with them fixed before we started all this, but you know. You can't get everybody fixed. I'm thankful that we got Thulin fixed because we've been stopping in a lot of Thulin systems because they have a lot of systems. So it's one of the reasons why I'm like, you got to be on friendly terms with Thulin, I think. It's got to be a priority. I think them and Clan Java and Clan Zenrin, they're like the ones you got to be with. And he's gonna make another level merchant. Okay, so did I have to keep going up a merchant? I think so. E-Tech. So here we go. Knocked from the void. He's the first one to get it. Forces one enemy craft to immediately land regardless of current progress in their flight plan. Thank you. That's very nice when you're fighting a ship that only wants to throw out one of those at a time. So here we go. He's very big, but we have blues and purples, so let's fight him. Let's go in there. Is he going to be a carrier? Is this a carrier ship? I don't think this is a carrier ship. I might be wrong about that. Wouldn't be the first time. Just going to boost his shields. He is a big, ugly banana. Yellow banana, yellow banana. Alright, let's take your shields down. Actually, let's make sure we can hit you first. Chunk. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Now let's take this out. Shields lowered. That's gonna help. And now he's gonna try to get away. I'm gonna be like, I don't think so. I'm at range 1. Okay. I'm gonna hit this. Start fighting him. He's still got 33% shield, so what we're gonna do is stack that buff right over here that looks like a red comet. We're gonna do this. We still have to keep him from hitting us first. So, little offense, little defense. A bit of both. And then hit him with this again. His shields are back to 71%. Wow. It's because the buff went off, so we're gonna hit him with it again. I think it might be wise to just start boarding this guy. He's got a lot of armor, a lot of hull points, and pretty good shield. So I think it's just start boarding him because we can really do a lot of damage with boardings. Ladies, it's ladies' night. Well, not so much if I shoot you. Oopsie, you got dropped. You got dropped. Oh yeah, baby. You're gonna be stunned if you don't die. Oh, 50% chance coin flip. And she said, no, I'm not stunned. And I was like, yeah, but it's still not gonna go well for you. That, thrown wrench, that'll help. Okay, yep. Don't have enough reactor points, so let's just keep. He's got some orange flaming going on here, so I assume his engine is taking a hit. Oh, we have a sniper. We have a sniper. Not for long. Yeah, you're not gonna get a fire that weapon, honey. Ain't happening. That's how we do things. Downtown. Panic the crew. See, they got a medical bay. It's very nice. I'm going to make 4 enemy crew suffer. We've actually killed the captain before doing that. Last episode, that was a lot of fun. I'm going to broadside this guy. Let's see if he can hit me. I don't think so, but I do like the extra damage I'm getting from that. Yeah, baby. Morale break. Oh. You don't believe in your team? Boy. Let's see what I want to do here. Buff. Yep. Sliso. He's not going to get a go because his 1 point's going to be wasted. Well, and because he's dead, so. 28. Nice roll, darling. And we'll do, let's see, just do that. We don't need to waste any more buffs on this guy. He's going down. Sugar, you're going down. Hot dog. Crunching. Wow, some of you guys are a little tough. Morale break. It's got nothing to do that turn except die. You died well. Okay, keep going, boys. This old banana bird. She's a tough old boat. Officers, people are getting very, very wounded now. They're coming into these fights very wounded. We're doing a good job with that part of it. Morale break. This is me. Dropping him. Oh, this is just wonderfully efficient. This crew with these fancy weapons. Very efficient. Okay, not enough crew to survive. Great. Excellent. We're going to take their fuel. We're going to take... Where are we? How much cargo do they have? We can get rid of all that stuff. I think that's all legal and easy to get. Rough interrogation, destroyer, orchestrated salvage, 47k. As we head off on this direction to get to the Juheti Spiral. Okay, hold on. We needed to see our... Well, here, we'll land and see if we can sell any of this stuff. We can. Let's just sell it all. It's free money. Now we're going to go look at our guy. Trade permit guy right here. How far away is he? On the other side of the quadrant. So he will give us a very fancy trade permit. Level 3, that's what we need. Level 3 trade permit. My prince, yes, we want this trade permit. So, sell intel records. We only need to get up around like 23, 24 personal reputation with him, I think. 20. Purchase that one. Purchase that one. Purchase that one. Yay. Ha ha ha. Sweet. Okay, now. Nearest system. Well, so we don't have any trade goods with us, but let's go to this. We don't need him anymore. He doesn't need to be a gold star guy. You served your purpose, gold star dude. Now, rare trade goods. Anybody? What do you guys have? Pruvia blooms. Pruvia blooms. You're one. Oh, here we go, and here's the first one. Iridantoline. Okay, now, what's the correct pronunciation of this? Irid Leontine. Irid Leontine. She's got it. And she is Thulin. She's Thulin, my friends. Oh, and so is this one. Oh my god, we got the Thulin trade permit at exactly the right time. Oh, sweet. Okay, and she buys intel, and he buys intel. Bring on the money, honey. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh my gosh. What perfect timing. That could not have worked out any better. Right there. And so now you can see where they're going. We'll show you where they are. They're in Catherine's Loop. So what we'd like to do is find some place between here and Mono Fisher where we buy the Cloxian medical base where we could drop the Irid Leontine. And then buy a medical base and come back here and drop them at Gaga's Pass. Or somewhere close, you know. This could be... Oh, this is going to be really good. So here we are at Catherine's Loop. Let's go find out where we have to drop these off. I've got them on my Excel spreadsheet, but I want to see just from buying them. So sell intel records. Sell. It gets us to 15. Rare trade goods. Cost 500,000 to buy those. Let's see where they need to go. Refinery and high-tech industrial. Free trader permit rank 2, and they have a legality of 10, so you can buy them and sell them anywhere. So I'm going to go to the Excel spreadsheet and try to find the nearest place to get rid of them. Oh, this is better than I thought. There's 2 places in Mono Fisher where you can actually sell these. High-tech industrial. There's a Maklumnue high-tech industrial one right there. It's got a trade law of 4. So we're going to go get that. We're going to go sell them there. This is going to be great. We got to get through this system. But this is good. The Irid Leontine. Man, I'm so happy to have that. That is... We're going to see some money drop now. Cha-ching. The only problem is we have to keep going through Serpent's Run, which stinks. We weren't going to go through Serpent's Run, remember? We were going to make a loop around and go take care of that mission that's got 6 years left, but not so now. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to make an emergency jump here if I don't get some gas. Dex divide. I like the idea of having over 4 million in cash by the time we end this episode. I'd like to get to 5, but here we go. Way up there. Could be very fun. We may actually get to 6. I'd like to know if it's 6 million credits that I need to exchange everything on the ship. I'll bet you it's more than that. It's probably closer to 8, but I've always been saying 6 because that's my guess. So this is high-tech industrial. We can sell them. 7,250 per unit. Watch the score down here in the center. 736. That's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Okay, and then I get rare trade goods from her. Cloxy and Medical Bays. And so it's Catherine's Loop. And we got to go to Gaga's Pass to drop it off. Oh, that's such a nice loop. I mean, you got to go through Serpent's Run, and that part sucks, but still. That's a nice back and forth between those two systems. Oh, man, that's going to be... Oh, that's it. That's the loop right there. That's the magic loop. Better than Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms combined. So, and I don't even know if the trade alliance is still on, and it doesn't matter if it is or not, because it doesn't matter to us, because we have a trade permit with Thulin to sell. Well, and we're actually selling at a Maklum Nue system on both ends. We're selling the Irid Leontine at a Maklum Nue system in Monofisher, and we're selling the Cloxy and Medical Bays to a Maklum Nue system in Gaga Pass. So we're selling to Mach systems, and we're just buying one half from Thulin, and we have a trade permit 3 with them, so it's not a big deal. Oh my gosh, it's great. I got some crew members though that need to be taken care of because we failed a pilot test. Interstellar meteoroids. So learned of a smuggler princess over there. Crew is healthy, but they're not happy. So morale is high now. Okay. So let's take care of this guy. He's our Exo Scout, Xeno Hunter. We want to get both of those up to level 11, I think. There's an Explorer. Hasn't leveled in a long time. Increase Explorer rewards. When selling Xeno artifacts back, increase the profit of the deal by 25% plus Explorer skill. We want a bunch of those. We're eventually going to make use of those. So, battle damage repair. I got a bunch. I got what, 4 members of our crew have something like that? Okay. Veteran clarity. Let's grab 2 of those. So this is cool. This is very, very cool. Let's go drop this off. Go to Catherine's Loop. Buy some more Irid Leontine. Swing out the other direction. Drop that off. So now it's just a back and forth. You're just circling around between these two systems and making a very nice trade loop. There it is. Lux pop. And the other thing we can do is we can actually see if we can buy things in this system. Protected by trade permit. See if there's something on this Lux system that we can buy to actually take, since we've got to go one system over to Catherine's Loop. If there's anything we can buy here and drop off at that system. Cloxy and Medical Bays. 593. So if we go back, where we're going to be going in Catherine's Loop is, let's see, these people. This person is on Cavalry 4, and this one's on Devon's Landing. And if we go over here, Devon's Landing is a tradeway zone. So tradeway, and Cavalry is a high-tech industrial. High-tech and... Oh, and he's got biomass and scrap. Forget it. Never mind. Okay. So, let's just do this. We got rep with you, but you got 2 years and 2 weeks, so we're going to go buy from her next. Still got some time in this episode to make some more money. This is great. So, we can shorten the time if we... I think if our rep is higher. So, we'll go over here and we'll sell Intel records. Let's see. There's one down here. How many do I got left? The screen is being a little wonky. So that puts her at 39. So rare trade goods. We are, see, it's going to be 1.5 years before we get her. We need an effective rep of 60 with her before this. See, so these are more expensive trade goods, but they also take longer to refresh. So we're going to buy those from here. They're a little cheaper, so we'll make a little more profit. And we'll take those back up to the same place in Mono Fisher. Where did they go again? They go to Refinery and High-Tech Industrial, right? Refinery and High-Tech Industrial. So there's a one clan mock system here, and it is High-Tech Industrial. On our way to make some more cash. Surrender to looting? I don't think so. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to skip off the void with that guy. He had some pretty good numbers. Everything was very, very even, tipped to his favor with the buff. So no. And that's what's gonna happen right here at about this level. What's gonna happen is the ships are gonna start getting harder, and this Shazari Huntress we're in is not gonna get the job done. Jeez, I just skipped, man. I gotta go back and repair that again? That's always happening right as I'm leaving the system. Doink! Okay. Star Valley Fisher. And who leveled up? Oh, a bunch of people. Crew Dog. A crew dog did blockade, re-roll. Let's do that. We don't have too many of those. Those missions will be coming, I'm sure. Knocked from the void. I want as many of those as I can get. Yeah, they're really nice. And this one, ECM Surge. Debuffs launched enemy craft with minus 10 hit chance, minus 30 craft evasion. That's also really nice. Makes it easier to hit them. Gunner can come in here and say, yeah, accuracy. Debuffs launched enemy craft with minus boarding, minus hit chance, and minus craft evasion. So there are things you can do there to help make it easier to smack those craft around, including broadside, which makes you more vulnerable, but it does make it easier to smack them around. And if the enemy ship is going to be mostly just doing carrier craft, and it's not going to be shooting you with weapons, then you can go broadside. And you can just do all those debuffs to crafts and just worry about taking their crafts down while you're simultaneously boarding them and trying to create a bunch of pain for them. Pirate, Zenrin, buy. 148 with Clan Zenrin. Wow, that's nice. Crew. Oops, I keep forgetting it's not fuel there. It's spice. You can't fuel your ship up there, but you can get drunk. All right, sell cargo. Nice. 738. How do we like them apples? And she's got rare trade goods for us, but we should probably sell her a couple more intel records to keep her boosted. Okay, darling. Give them to me. Purchase. Where do we want to take those? Let's go to Minerva's Ring. Do I want to go to Minerva's Ring? Or do I want to go to Dark Cluster and drop them off at the Java system? Actually, Minerva's Ring is going to make me the most profit. So I'll do it that way. Oh, and we failed an ops and a doctor. Jeez. We just got hammered. Heal 14 crew members. Wow. That's another reason I want the bigger ship. Okay, so this is a Zealot, and this is an interesting one. Seize a defeated enemy ship during a conflict at a local prize court. Limited enemy types by conflicts. Requires military rank or edict and a tithe of 65% of the ship's value, but strike a blow in a conflict, losing 40 reputation with the enemy. If you want to do that kind of thing, by all means go for it. I have no interest in that. That just seems like too penalizing. I got to pay 65% of a tithe of the ship's value, and I'm going to lose 40 rep. I don't think so. You can patrol in the system. You can re-roll all 5 cards and draw a new hand. That's a nice one. Replace a risk card with the mission success card. I like that. Capital punishment. Punish them of the lowest morale mutineer quickly. We don't have anything to handle a crew mutiny, and they do happen no matter how good you are. So no matter how awesome you are, these things happen, which really stink. I don't like them, but there was a point in the game where I thought, oh, I'm rolling with my crew. There's no way a mutiny is going to happen. And then you fly through a meteor storm and your gunner fails to save and your talent is on recharge so it doesn't fire and save you. And boom, you've got a mutiny on your hands, which just stinks. So this is going to put it, boy, could we get to 5 million before the end of the episode? I don't know. What we're going to do is go back to Mono Fisher and buy the next stack of goods and take them to the Javet system to see if the trade alliance is still on, which by the way it should be easy to check in here. Trade alliance, Maklum Nue is winning by 6. Trade alliance, Javet and Maklum Nue are joined in a lucrative trade alliance, combining their economic might for the time being has lasted 3 years, 5 weeks, 6 days. Maklum Nue has stronger position, probably thanks to some of the trades that we're making. So, which would be good. Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. Minerva's ring. I get to 5 million. I'm gonna go buy that ship and start configuring all of its components. Alright, you guys can all get out of my way. You're just delaying me getting to the starport. I want to get over here. I have things to sell. Sell cargo. B. 593. Very nice. Okay, let's go back to Mono Fisher. Anywhere. We'll decide who we're buying from when we get there. Our Iridlantine, if we do this, let's go to blue. 1 year, 25 weeks, 1 year, 50 weeks. So we can't go in that direction. So we made use of them. That's great, but they don't have any more now. That doesn't mean that we haven't discovered more of those contacts. Remember, there are more. I think in every game that I've played, there's been at least 3 of those people who sell the Iridlantine, maybe 4. Okay, so Exoscout, Xeno Hunter. Let's look at the talents for this dude. Oh yeah, this is know thy enemy in crew combat against Xeno only. Crippling rifle attack causes minus 25 deflection, minus 25 range defense, minus 40% armor, minus 16 energy plasma rad resist for 3 turns, and then you hit them with plasma stuff. This one removes all debuffs, buffs 3 targets with plus 10 critical for 10 turns, and restores a bunch of morale. That's also a really, really good one to have. This one attacks 2 targets with plasma damage, which is kind of like the follow-up to lowering their plasma resist with this. So I'm going to take that skill. Remember, we still got to get him some military gear. So before we start fighting Xenos, he's got to be improved. Passing the spice plate, you can get. Does this person have high charisma? 20. No. So let's just grab something simple like. Oh, this veteran clarity. E-Tech, knocked from the void. Gonna this. Oh, and what is it? Let's see. Loot armory. An expert military hardware looting a captured vessel repairs up to 3 of your ship weapon components. That's a good one to have. Navigator. Flash charge. Very nice. Hyper warp burst to charge an enemy. Start battle at range 4 or 3 based on engine agility test. Causes 5 to 15 damage to the hyper warp drive and burns fuel, but it lets you start closer. And when you're in a ship configuration like I am, where you only have weapons that work from positions 3 through 1, you want to do that. You want to burst your way up there. So that ends up being really useful. And a zealot. Yeah, so we have somebody who's going to handle a mutiny. He should be okay. Conflict score bonus. Increase. So we'll do that. This person's going to fly over to here. Get some gas. Okay, now who we're going to buy from? Let's find out. Let's go. Reds. Who's ready? She... Yep, okay. She'll buy. Buy from her. Let's do it. See if we can get one more sale in before the end of this episode. That would be fantastic. Crawling with high faction military. Oh, well, I think we're going to end on this then. What's he look like? Yeah, we can do it. I should have used my flash charge, but that's okay. It's a Shuzari Huntress, like us. It looks almost exactly like us, except it's called the Stellar Falcons, slightly different version of the ship. Forward thrusters. So we'll take this ship down. This will be the end of this episode. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me and seeing us make some bank on the trades there. That was cool. Like that. Range 5. Alright, let's go Twitch search. So next episode we should be able to buy the ship, or at least get it started before we go make some more trades, which would be great. I'm going to Twitch search one more time. And we'll see what kind of close-in weapons he's got. Oh, and we twitched all the way up, which is really nice. Let's do this. We'll do some boardings. We'll try to fry him a little bit first, but he's got those weapons. Okay. In that case, let's do this and fry. One boarding will give us minus 15% range change, so he won't go anywhere, and then we can just really fry him for a little bit. Oh, we got a shotgunner. We had a shotgunner. Doc, you want to finish him off? Good job. Okay, you want to shoot her? Nice. Down we go. Very efficient turn. There's that. Let's do... Oh, sure. What did we wipe out here? Void Lance Torpedo, Goliath Missile Battery. 38 to the Firestorm Torpedo, 38 damage. 37 to the X2 Plasma Battery. Okay. Actually, we don't need to board. Let's just do this. Let's attack for a little bit. Broadside this guy and try to do some extra damage. See, he didn't shoot back, so I think most of his weapons are kind of scattered. If you get an enemy who's not shooting back, either because they don't have weapons in positions 1, 2, and 3, or because their weapons have been destroyed, it's really fun to just sit here and start dogpiling on the damage. Then you can use multiple broadside buffs and stuff, and you can get these numbers really high. Like this, I'm gonna do a little bit more radiation damage to him. Then we'll board this next time. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay. Let's do a boarding and shoot him once. should have brought his shields down a while ago. Those could have been even more effective shots. But they'll still be effective. You can see some wounded crew and a wounded captain. Perfect timing. Alright, just shoot him, Bob. Take the captain out. That's yours. Yep, sniper takes him out. Sniper fire says there will be no captain here. You're gonna get a shoot. Oh, and you actually hit me. Well, guess what I'm gonna do to you? Kill you. Nothing else we need to do. Captain has suffered a fatal wound and died. It's so sad. We're gonna take his fuel. He's got a bunch of cargo, small craft components. Wow. We'll claim all, but there's the interrogation. Loot armor. We don't need to repair anything. No battle damage repair. Destroy. Orchestrated salvage for 47k. And we can leave. So we can go up here. This is in Mono Fisher. Just go and drop this stuff off. Stash all. Orbit. Pay the crew. Talk to her. Say, give me all your rare trade goods. Boom. Okay. That's where we're going to leave this episode. We're 4.4 million, and after the next sale of goods, we should be very close to 5. So I'll feel good about going and buying a ship. So what I think we might do is go down to Dark Cluster to drop these off at the Javet system, since the trade alliance is still going. No, it appears it's gone. Trade alliance, Clan Zenrin and Javet are joining the lucrative trade alliance. Okay, so we have a Zenrin one, so we can still go do this. In fact, let's just go do it now. We're going to end the episode there. Lux Pop, let's go. We have a trade permit with Maklumnue, of course, because that's the first system that we started in, and they're like our native sons. And they're our native faction. And then we bought one from Zenrin. I think we have a level 3 with Zenrin. And then the most recent one we bought was that Thulin one, which allows us to buy the Irid Leontine. So that's nice. And since Javet still has the trade alliance with Zenrin, we can do it. So we should be able to go down here and sell this. And if that's the case, if we come out of here with almost 5 million total, it should be 4.9 probably. 4.8 at the lowest. Sell the cargo. Permit restricted. Oh no. Okay, did it end? It ended before we could get there. Oh, so funny. Okay. See how fast they come and go. So the only thing we can really do now is do this. Look and see, is there a Javet around that'll give us and so remember, there was only one Javet person who'd give us a trade permit, and now there's a bunch of them. He'll give us a trade permit up to rank 2, rank 1, rank 1. He'll give us a trade permit up to rank 4, but he doesn't buy intel. She'll give us a rank 1. We need someone to give us a rank 3. Trade permit to rank 3. Won't buy intel from us. Oh, that's so shameful. So there's no easy way to get a Javet one. That's tough. And this guy we did he buys scientific intel, but we did a mission for him, which is why. So that's tough. Okay, well, next episode we'll kind of figure out what we're gonna do from there. That's a shame though. The trade so what did I say at the start of the episode when we got notified about that trade alliance? It was, we need to make use of this as fast as possible, and that trade alliance lasted less than 4 years, I think, and then it was over. So we did good. We were prepared. We had a window of opportunity, and we had the trade routes, and we took advantage of it. So there you go. Everybody, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. I will see you all next time. Happy gaming.